Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it's the middle of the week already. Where has the week gone? Like soon it'll be July, August, and next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas. So today is going to be a sit down chat with me. You're probably thinking, who is this crazy person that I'm listening to? Or I might have just tuned in for the first time. It's great to have you with us. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. My name is Sharon Hartley, and I've been following a ketogenic lifestyle going on 16 months. Wow. 16 months. I cannot believe 16 months is gone. Whoosh. It's just gone by so fast. The blink of an eye. That is why you have to just appreciate every single month, day, minute. Just take all the victories in of weight loss, life, things like that. So I have lost 96 pounds in that time. Now, I know that, I am a little bit slower with losing. Some people can lose up to 100 pounds with under a year, and that's fine. I'm fine with the way that I've been losing my weight. Everyone is going to be different. Everyone's going to do things differently. People track, people don't track. They're strict keto, they're lazy keto. But also, what I wanted to talk today about is life. Life in general, things that we go through in life, and things that I have noticed with people that I have come across in my journey over 16 months. I do run a Facebook group. It is called My Keto Journey, and if you would like to join, we would love to have you with us. You can join from my YouTube banner. If you just click that Facebook tab, it'll bring you to our community of over 1,000 members. We started last July, so almost 1 year is our 1 year birthday, and I'm so excited for our 1 year. We're going to have some celebrations. So we are there to support, encourage, and motivate one another, and we're there just for each other in our journeys. We have recipe ideas. We have free 7-day meal plans to make it easier for you. I am a meal planner, and every meal that I put out, I have tried and tested myself. They come with macros, with fat percentages, and with protein percentages. So all your macros is set into your recipes. So I really hope that some of you have joined my group and just enjoying the interaction there. We're all going to have different opinions. All of our opinions are not going to be the same, but just, I always like to keep things friendly. I always like to treat others how I would like to be treated. With some of these really big Facebook groups, everyone kind of has their own differences of opinion, and that is just fine, just as long as things stay friendly and on topic, and people are not harassing or bullying one another. That can kind of get a little out of hand. But anyway, that is not what this video is about. So I've been thinking a lot lately about just people in general that I've come to know, either just online or in real life, or just along the way on my journey. I might have just met them randomly at a store, and people kind of start to tell you their life story. And I do that. I do that on plane rides. Whenever I'm on a 13-hour flight to and from Australia, I tend to get very chatty with my seating partner. Anyway, what I have noticed is that people who are morbidly obese, people who are obese, people who are overweight. Now, I'm not saying people who are not overweight do not have these struggles or challenges at all, because I'm sure they do. But people that are morbidly obese and obese have had some kind of traumatic event happen in their life, whether it be a death, whether it be a loss of a child, whether it be a divorce, a messy divorce, whether it be domestic violence, whether it be violence in the house, whether it be abuse as a child, rape victims, the list can go on and on and on and on and on and on. I have noticed that those people who have been in those situations, that have had those things to deal with, they're the ones that tend to not I'm not saying they don't take care of themselves. I'm sure they do, but I have noticed that that is the majority group of people who are bigger. People who have low self-esteem, low confidence, not feeling worthy about themselves, that they put others before themselves. And that is me in a nutshell. I am a people pleaser. I like to please others. I like to do things for others. I like to make sure that I make things easier for other people. Now, it has taken me a long time to get to know the person that I truly am. I have never really known who I truly am or what I truly like. And it's just amazing how tragic events, life events, can really bring your life down. How it can just make you depressed, miserable, not living a life, just kind of being hidden under a rock or in the dark, and you just can't open up to anyone. You hold and bottle that stuff in, and you combust, and you might come to a place of breaking point. Now, I have come to many, many breaking points in my life. I don't know if I have told you in other videos. I might have before, but I came from a family of violence, and as well as the house that I grew up in had violence as well, sexual, emotional abuse, but in my family, my grandfather and my uncles, they had all lived in a house with my cousin. And my cousin was very violent, and he tried to rape me when I was 2. And so I have never had a good kind of normal upbringing, a happy family. So I never knew what that was. Normal was to be hit. Normal was to be brought down by words, and words can hurt. Words can hurt more than a beating down. So, that I think is the reason why I got to the way that I was at 305 pounds. I looked a lot bigger than 305 pounds. I didn't know what the true meaning of love was. Yes, people would say, I love you. And my mum and we would always be loving on each other. But we also had it really hard. We lived with a man who controlled us, who kept us in like a prison type, who would talk for us. And we were just so under his control that until his death, we started being able to talk for ourselves, being able to do things for ourselves, having the confidence, growing as people, because we were not people. We were robots. We were Muppets the strings were pulled. And that's just no way to live. So if there's anyone out there that is watching this video, and if you are in a violent home, go get help. Go get help. Go get therapy. Get help. I'm telling you from experience that there is hope, that you can get out of this. You can live a happier life. And I don't know what your beliefs are or anything like that, but I am a Christian. And my faith and my love of my God has just brought me through the toughest, darkest times, where I have tried to take my life several times, just so that the pain would go away, so that I would just not have to deal with the life that I was living before. I didn't have to deal with the abuse, the violence, the name calling, just the worthlessness of it all. And that was no way to live my life. Then once I got baptized in the Holy Spirit and reborn again, I could see my life had changed 360 degrees. I was a happier person. Things started to just all work out, all be put into place. It was like all these jigsaw puzzles were just everywhere. When I was in an abusive home, it was just like a brick wall and everything was just coming at my face, hitting me, and I just couldn't get out. I just could not break that brick wall. So when I came to speaking to my husband on Second Life, my fiance boyfriend at the time, he was the one that got through and he broke down those barriers. He broke down that wall. The bricks fell down and I could be vulnerable. I could be vulnerable. I could be myself. He has been the one and only person that has shown me what true love is in good times, in bad times, in ugly times. And he has accepted me for all that I am on the inside and the outside. He loved me no matter what shape, no matter what size, no matter what mood that I had been in. And that to me is just amazing. Not everyone has that. Not everyone has that with their spouse. There might be marriages out there that are miserable and you're staying for your kids. Now, I'm not condoning divorce at all. But if you're not happy in your situation, if you're not happy in your life and you're eating yourself to your death, which is basically what I was doing, eating myself to my death. I had food addictions. I had binge eating. Sorry, I've got allergies. Terrible. Sorry. Anyway, you have to address the situations. You have to address what is stopping you from living your best life. What is stopping you from losing weight? Now, I have been a yo-yo dieter all of my life. I am 35, going to be 36. And it had taken up till when I was 34 and started having health problems with my back, with hypoglycemia, with depression, no lack of motivation, no energy, just struggling to move around with my weight. I was miserable. And it came to that breaking point that, boy, I've got to do something about this because I'm going to die. I'm going to get extremely sick. I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm going to be in more pain. And how am I going to help my husband, who he is disabled and he does need my help? And I'm like a caregiver to him. And, we help each other out. We're there for each other 100%. When I'm sick, he puts his pain aside. But, I thought to myself, how can I be a wife? How can I be there for him? How can I run a house? How can I do my housework? How can I cook? How can I just live my everyday life and just live? I was just tired of the way that I was living. I was out of that miserable situation. I was out of that depression and I was out of that darkness now. I was into the light. I was happier. I was happy. I felt at the time I was happy, but no, not until I lost the weight. I am so much more happier now. I'm a more vibrant person. I'm a woman. I'm a woman who has just energy and I'm full of life and I know what I love and I know what I like to wear and I'm not wearing baggy clothes, and I've made friendships. I've made great friendships along the way that has kind of also gone away. People come and go in your life. Life is like a tree. You will have friends that are like leaves. They will just drop off. Then you will have friends that are like branches and they will break off and branch from one direction like a fork in the road. Okay? One goes one way, the other goes another way. And then you will have the deep-rooted friends, which I've never had. And I will say this, I have had better friendships, more closer friendships with people who are online that I've never met before. Yes, I may have spoken to them on the phone, but I've never actually physically met them before. And you know what? I can tell them my most inner, deepest, darkest secret. I can confide in them. I can be myself. I can be vulnerable. Yes, I can be hurt too. I've been hurt many a times by people that I thought I was close to. Not just online, but in real life. I had called someone very close to me like a mother, and I'm just now finding out that they just totally have disappeared out of my life. I don't know why. I've tried to contact them. I've tried to talk to them. And now that I'm not going to the same church as them, they have just forgotten all about me. But, I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm not going to let people's words get me down. I want to be real. I want to be honest. I want to be truthful. I want to be me. So, starting my whole YouTube channel, I know that not everyone is going to like what I say. Not everyone is going to like me. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's the thing. You're not always going to be likable by every single person. There may be situations where people don't like what you say. People don't like what you do. They might get offended, so then they might leave. But I tend to just have a much more thicker skin than I did before. Oh, gosh, allergies. Yes, so what I'm trying to say in this video is if you're struggling with something today, if it's you're going through a divorce, you're having troubles with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever your relationship is, you're having problems with your children, with raising your children, they might be disobedient, or they might be having trouble in school, or they might have a learning disability or something like that. Be there for them. Be there for your children. Be there for your grandchildren. Do what's right by them. Give them love and support. Don't just back them into a corner. Don't just push away. Be there for them. But also think about yourself. Think about your needs. Think about your wants. Think about your health. Because you know what? We only get one life. We only get one body. And we need to take care of that body. Our body is a temple that we need to take care of. We don't need to be abusing it. We don't need to be neglecting it. We need to be taking care of it. We need to be keeping ourselves healthy. We need to be exercising and making sure that we're hydrated, and just making sure that our mental health is taken care of as well. That we have someone that we love, that we can confide in and talk to, and that we can get all of what's up in here out. Because if you don't, then you can bust. Things get even more overwhelming and even more out of control. Don't let that happen. Take care of you. Yes, you can take care of everyone else, but how are you going to take care of everyone else if you're not taking care of yourself? So remember, you are important. You are loved and you are beautiful no matter what shape or size that you are. Life is too short, so go out there and live your best life. Go out there and do things that you've never done before. Go out there and wear clothes that you've never thought that you could fit in before. Do something that you've never done. Do something that you might have only done once. Those one-time things. You will just be amazed at the transformation and changes in your life once you start a ketogenic lifestyle, once you start making changes in your life. It is possible. I am an example of it. I started at 305 pounds, which is 138 kilos, and I'm here to tell you today, and I would have told my past self this: girl, you can do this. You are going to get your life back. You are going to live life for the first time. You're going to be happier. You're going to be healthier. And you're not going to believe the places you're going to go. So I'm telling you today, if you haven't already made a change in your life, today's the day. It is not too late. So I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed Wednesday. Stay cool because it is quite hot here in North Carolina. So we've got the air conditioning on at 64. It is freezing in our house to anyone else, but it's nice and comfortable to my hubby and I. And I will chat with you very soon. Take care and keto on. Bye-bye.